Today we are paying a revisit to this 36-inch Crest 1000 series, manufactured back in 1988. 3-speed reversible, finished in white, barely a set of white pointed tip blades. Pretty shallow blade pitch, being only around 9 degrees or so. Looking on top here, we have a downrod ball socket mount, 6-inch, 1/2-inch diameter downrod. Right there is the information if you can read it. Right there is the date code sticker from January of 1988. Then the other stickers on the fan, that's just a caution sticker for blade clearance. And that sticker there, I believe, is the serial number for the fan. Crest was a rather oddball company. They outsourced to many different manufacturers for their fans back in the 80s and 90s. This one in particular is made by View Fan. Filmed this around 6 years ago. Picked this up from a local Habitat restore. Forget how much I paid for it. But this is a childhood fan of mine. A church that I used to go to had a privacy room kind of added into the church. And it had a drop ceiling, and they had one of these still installed in there to this day. Haven't been inside that church in years, but I know for a fact it's still there. But this one popped up for sale, and of course I had to pick it up. So not much else to say. We'll start it up here on low. Takes a second to get up to speed here, but once it tops out here on low, we're doing around 105 RPM. Fan itself is pretty quiet. Aside from the bearings, they do make a little bit of noise. That is a typical View Fan trait, and they used a poor quality bearing, so they almost always make noise on these late 80s fans. Throwing out a very subtle breeze. Go up to medium. Here on medium, we're doing around 180 RPM. Starting to move some air now. And take it to high. Got a bit of wobble here on high. Other than that, pretty smooth running fan, despite it being a later View Fan product. Right here, we're doing around 290 RPM. With the 9-degree blade pitch, throws out a decent amount of air for its size. Of course, it works off of high speed with the low pitch, which has always, I think, been a View Fan thing, since they used to be an industrial geared motor in the early 80s, but their quality, of course, went downhill over time. But not too bad for a cheap economy model fan of the late 80s. So that's all I got for this one. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on this 36-inch Crest 1000 series, manufactured by View Fan back in 1988. We'll see you next time. Stay cool. Take care. Peace.